Welcome, friends. Today, we're doing another fragrance rotation video for the week ending the 29th of December, 2024. Spectacular. Can't believe it's the last fragrance rotation of the year. This is madness. It's outrageous. Yet here we are, you know. And this week, this Christmas week, it's a bit of a doozy. I've got some absolutely brilliant fragrances here. There is a couple of designers, a couple of niche, indie, all high end. There's even a fragrance that I'm not too keen on. Fuck. What an assortment of riches I have for you today. But we'll start with this rich, because that's me. Hello. First off, on Monday, I wore Follow by Kerosene. Follow by Kerosene is the coffee fragrance, friends. I've smelled many coffee fragrances, and quite frankly, this one is the best that I've smelled. If I'm being honest, I used to have Pure Coffee by Mugler. I've had other coffee fragrances. Amen had coffee in it. Still does, I think. The original one, that is. But this one I love. And one of the reasons I decided to wear this on Monday is because I have been absolutely fucking loving this from Diptyque. Cafe. It's essentially a coffee candle. And it's not some sickly, syrupy, thick, kind of silly coffee. It's real coffee beans, roasted coffee beans. And this reminds me of this, and this reminds me of this. It's fabulous. I've been absolutely loving the smell of coffee recently, which is strange because I don't drink coffee. But this is a great fragrance for the depths of winter, you know, for the height, you know, the darkest day of the year. Very, very good for that kind of thing. I didn't wear this on the darkest day of the year, but close enough. Roasted coffee beans, got like a. Is it smoky? It's got that kind of really acrid kind of vibe to it that you get from like roasted coffee, where it's like, wow, you know, beautiful fragrance, absolutely fantastic. Like, hard to tell how much you've used because there's like a lacquer paint sort of thing on the vibe. I've used a bit of it, like about 10 mils. Love it. Absolutely love it, though. Brilliant. Speaking of perfumes I love and which are absolutely brilliant, my next wear on Tuesday, Christmas Eve, is Balenciaga Pour Homme. Not sure what else I can say about this without actually having reviewed it. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Had a cold all week. That's something else I should tell you about the context of this fragrance rotation. I have been under the weather. And I wore this. On Tuesday. I love this stuff. Cinnamon. Something like dark fruits, winter fruits, you know, like black currant plum type sort of sweet, dark, juicy vibe. Patchouli, beautiful patchouli. Alleged oud, which the more I'm smelling it and the longer I'm wearing it for, the more, I don't know whether it's just like the power of suggestion but I am sort of starting to get like an oudy kind of note out of it. How much is left of this bottle? I've got about a third left. Beautiful fragrance. Performance is massive. The smell is massive. The top, the middle, the bottom is massive and brilliant. So genuinely probably my favorite. Well, yes, it is. It's my favorite fragrance. Christmas Day. I wore Fille and Aiguilles, same as I wore last year. I love this stuff. Piney, resinous, sap, rich, a little bit green. Gorgeous thing, absolutely sensational. This stuff goes for silly money. On the market afterwards, on the aftermarket, sorry. But it's amazing. I was going to do a Surgery Torn week this week, but I decided against it. It really does smell of like pine needles and pine tree and sap and the whole shebang, you know. I get moonlight through the pines, as Ray Charles once said. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Okay. Thursday, I wore something not too dissimilar from Fille and Aiguilles, actually. And this is Chanel Sycomore Eau de Toilette. And I have some news, friends, some breaking news. I have sold this. I have sold this to someone. And I'll be doing a review as such. But I wanted to get it into the fragrance rotation first. I've also sold Coromandel this week, the EDP, but this is the EDT of Sycomore. I like it, but I don't love it. I have to push myself really hard to wear it, and I was wearing it on Thursday, Boxing Day. Just didn't get a lot out of it, you know? Which is a shame. I'll talk more about it in the review, but I had to let it go, you know. It's going to a good home, though, which is always nice. It's going to a good home. Smoky vetiver thing. So, just to show that I don't hate Chanel, on Friday, I wore Egoiste Cologne Concentrate. This is one of their best, and as brands are wont to do, it was discontinued. This has the very syrupy mandarin orange opening. Very thick, resinous, rosy, sweet sandalwood, dry down. Performance is fucking massive and brilliant. I've worn a lot of this. Sprayers on these bottles are nuclear, especially compared to the newer ones. I feel like I've gone through a lot of this quickly, but it is a fabulous fragrance. It's pretty hard to find now, you know, which is sad. It's pretty hard to find, which is sad, but I've sent out many samples of this, so a lot of different people could try it, and it is gorgeous. So rich, warm, almost ambery, but I would go a little bit that it keeps that viscosity, which makes it syrupy rather than ambery. Ambery's kind of syrupy to the point of being static. I'm getting into the weeds here, people. I'm burying myself. Okay. Saturday, I wore a fucking classic on one of my favourite fragrances, and this is from Andy Tower. It is Lonestar Memories. Laird Doesn't Matter Kane gets all the hype. This may be better. It is the forerunner to Gucci Guilty Absolute, in my opinion. Not exactly the same fragrance, but a very similar vibe. It's got that kind of smoky, oily, fire leather kind of quality to it, you know, a little bit medicinal, clean, but cleansed with fire kind of vibe. Did a review of this a while ago, so it's on the channel if you want to watch it. Definitely not selling this one, though. Definitely not selling this one. But it's an absolutely stunning fragrance. I love it. Very much so. And my scent of the day. Lettuce Spray. Would you believe I actually got a compliment on this, and I'm shook because I don't particularly care for this fragrance. This is Patchouli Noisette. Patchouli Noisette. I was at my friend's house and his wife said, "Oh, that smells lovely." And we sat and talked about it, and she asked what the price was, and I told her, and she was like, "Fuck that. Are there any clones of it?" I said, "I wouldn't know." Kind of disappointed it's got the cypriol in it, but apparently it's a very popular note. The quality of the patchouli in this is imperious. It's fucking brilliant. It's got the same patchouli that's in Amouage's Jubilation 40. And the noisette, I wish I got a bit more of the noisette note, because I really like it, but it's not there too much. Anyway, that is my fragrance rotation for the week, friends. Thank you very much for joining me. I will see you again soon. Bye.